Hey people, it is Wednesday, December the 1st, and the time is 12:42 in the afternoon, and the temperature is 5 degrees Celsius. And I'm here at the Chester Hill Lookout, just off of Broadview Avenue, looking over the Don Valley and into the downtown. So down below you can see the Don Valley Parkway. And beyond that is the Don River and Bayview Avenue. And there's the Bloor-Yorkville end of the Skyline. And if I look more to the south, you can see the Financial District Skyline and of course the CN Tower. And there is the Bloor Viaduct, also known as the Prince Edward Viaduct. It goes over the Don Valley Parkway and the Don River and Bayview Avenue. So this is undoubtedly one of the best vantage points to view the skyline in the entire city. And I'd say its main competitor is actually not too far from here in terms of skyline views, and we're going to head down there right now to get a look at that skyline view, and we'll judge for ourselves which one is better. And this one will be hard to beat. And you can also see the young Eglinton skyline off in the distance there, what I like to call Stridesland. And over here is the Yonge and St. Clair skyline. So one last look. The Chester Hill Lookout. I remember the first time I discovered this place, and I was quite blown away. And this is Chester Hill Road, which is a short residential street leading over to Broadview Avenue, which lies to the east of here. So we'll just walk over to Broadview. And wow, it was quite noisy over there looking down at the Don Valley Parkway. Compared to here, all of a sudden it's very quiet. You can still hear the the traffic though behind me. So quiet I can hear the swishing of my coat. I'll try to mitigate that as much as I can. And as you can see, the snow we got on Sunday is rapidly melting away. The forecast was for 5 centimeters of snow, but I think some parts of the city got closer to 10 centimeters. In any case, it's all going to be gone within the next day or two. The temperatures will remain above zero, and we'll be getting some rain also. So I think probably by Friday or so, the snow will be all but gone. That's how it goes in Toronto as far as winter weather goes. We're not officially in winter yet, but even through the heart of the winter season, there's usually not snow on the ground. We could get a good dumping of snow, and then within a week or so, it's pretty much all gone again, and it just sort of repeats that pattern throughout the winter. And sometimes there's no snow on the ground for the vast majority of the winter months. And I remember more than a few winters here where there was no snow on the ground the entire winter season. This kind of goes against the popular notion that many people have of a winter in Canada. Of course, many parts of Canada do have snow all year round. I mean, not all year round, all winter long. Just not in Toronto. Toronto is one of the least snowy parts of the country. So here's Broadview Avenue. We're going to head south. This section of Broadview Avenue is a mix of commercial buildings and some residential homes and some old pre-war apartment buildings. It's kind of a pleasing mix, I would say. No one thing seems to dominate over the other. There's one of the old apartment buildings I mentioned. These are my favorite types of apartment buildings, these old pre-war low to mid-rise buildings. Upper Broadview Suites. I believe there's another apartment building just up ahead that has the same name. This might be it right here. And there we go, Upper Broadview Suites. Will the real Upper Broadview Suites please step forward? And just up ahead is Broadview subway station and Danforth Avenue. Looks like we have a new development going in here. It's like a mid-rise condominium. I'm trying to remember if there was something here before or if it was an empty lot. I'll have to look at an older street view on Google Maps to see, or one of my older videos for that matter. Here's a neat alleyway. There's Broadview subway station. This is a cool station. Also has a streetcar line that serves the station, as well as numerous bus routes. Alright, now here's Danforth Avenue. Looks like I'm not going to make this light. Okay, let's just give us a chance to take a look at the skyline from this vantage point. It's looking east along Danforth. Just up ahead is Greektown. This is a rather long light. So you could say that was skyline view number 2 of this walk, but that wasn't the full skyline. Here's the neighborhood Loblaws grocery store. There's a proposal for this site to redevelop it into a residential tower. I'm not sure if that proposal includes a replacement store at the base of the tower. Actually, we can see the proposal right here. "35 stories and 2,090.5 square meters of retail." So what form that retail will take remains to be seen. Hopefully it will be another supermarket of some sort. And it looks like that proposal includes these homes here. I'm not sure if they'll be incorporated into the new development somehow. Frederick Hubbard House, former home of the first black politician elected in Toronto. From 1909. We're getting a sneak preview of what's to come. Of course, this is nothing new on my channel. I've shown this skyline view many times before. But I don't think I've ever done it and compared it directly with the view from Chester Hill Lookout in the same video. Careful not to slip here. The sidewalks are rather slushy right here with the melting snow. There's a little ice rink down there. And we've got tennis courts. They're not in use right now. can see behind the trees, the skyline is trying to make itself known. Pretty soon, the trees will give way to a nice open expanse looking over Riverdale Park East. Well, that's a good way to use a pylon. And before we look at the skyline in all its glory, we'll look at this funky church across the street. Holy Eucharist Ukrainian Catholic Church. But that pales in comparison to this. So here we go. Awesome skyline view number 2 of the entire skyline. Now I would have to say, I think this one beats out Chester Hill Lookout. Just by a little bit. Namely because from Chester Hill Lookout, you're looking quite a bit southwards at the skyline, and as a result, the financial district is sort of compressed and you can't really get the full impact of the financial district towers. From here you can see the financial district perfectly well, almost every major office tower. I'd say from Chester Hill Lookout, the view of the Bloor-Yorkville skyline is superior compared to here. So they each have their own benefits and their own drawbacks. And you can see the snow is rapidly disappearing. No tobogganing yet, kids. This is a very popular place in the winter when there is snow for tobogganing. And I have done a video before where I came here and watched people tobogganing down the hill. That was just last winter. I wonder if I should take out my phone and snap a pic. Well, maybe not. My hands are a bit full right now. I'm holding not only my camera, but I'm also holding a power bank. Because before this video, I recorded 2 other videos. And by the time I finished the second video, my battery was pretty much completely spent. So I did buy a power bank recently. I thought I'll bring it with me and be able to get 3 videos in one trip, and it's working just fine. This is a game changer.
think we had something like a honeycomb.
Scatting Estate. This area is once a landscape of hills, wetlands, and forests. Well, you can pause that and read it if you like. This view of the skyline, you have to come back and get updated shots of it at least every few months because it keeps changing as new towers start to appear. Like just currently there are a number of new towers that aren't quite visible yet in the skyline, but 6 months to a year from now they will be. Pictures I took just a couple of years ago are completely outdated now. And for some reason I can't stand looking at outdated pictures of the Toronto skyline. I like to see the most current views I can. The bus is heading to Broadview Station. And there's the Bridgepoint Active Healthcare Center. And the Old Don Jail, which is now incorporated into the Bridgepoint Health Center. The Old Don Jail, I found out, was the site of Canada's last execution before capital punishment was outlawed. I was going to read part of that, but it's too noisy there. You wouldn't be able to hear me anyway. But I did see that the last execution in Canada took place there on December the 11th, 1962. And here's Gerrard Street East. And this is Chinatown East, or East Chinatown, depending on who you ask. See the Chinatown gate just up ahead there. And I've done a number of walks through East Chinatown in previous videos. If you'd like to check one of those out. But I think right now I'm going to wrap up this video here. So I hope you enjoyed the walk. The Skyline comparison contest between the Chester Hill Lookout and the Riverdale Park East skyline view. I think the two most awesome skyline views in the city. So if you enjoyed, leave a comment below and let me know which one you think is better. And like and share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And be sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And if you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal and via my merch store. And you can also find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and be sure to keep checking back because, as always, I will continue.